Hello there everyone and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're back here after capturing Paris last episode. However, will we be able to hold it? That's a completely different question because there's quite a few French armies. So there's 3 full stacks and a little bit of extra running about. And I'm not entirely sure that we'll be able to replenish after each one of these attacks in a sufficient order. And yeah, we might have to abandon a town. I do have troops coming in. Hopefully we'll be able to end the Belgian revolt. I'm recruiting troops in a number of places. This force, with all the enemies now going to Paris, should be able to free to move that way. And hopefully, of course, as I said, ending the Belgian revolt, we could take these troops, move back north, these guys moving in, we combine all, counterattack. The French army, of course, very weak at that point, having lost their main province. They're surely hurting in cash, or I'd hope they are, but who knows. At the same time, of course, we got armies coming up from the south, moving towards the Brittany region, be able to take that out, and soon enough take out Caen and the Normandy region, and suddenly the French are very much destroyed or put out of the game. Of course not completely, because they still have Corsica, and I think I'm more likely to put an invasion force on Ireland than I am to put one on Corsica, as I would have to try and create a fleet in the Mediterranean where we still have French forces roaming around, plus I imagine the Italian fleet would be patrolling the area as well. Now, of course, comparing that with the British fleet, I think I would still have a bigger chance being able to quickly launch a quick attack from here to this port and get to Ireland. I don't think they are putting a lot of defenses there on Ireland. If we go to the east, just to take a look at what's going on there, we can see there's some forces, even with the snow, so they're starving. Well, they're not starving, aren't they? They're dying due to attrition, just to exposure of the weather as they move through this area. I definitely don't need to garrison this area anymore, so I want to move up and protect my investment here in the farm. So with these two we create a barrier where we have quite a large area of intercept, where they're definitely not going to move into, or if they move into they'll be destroyed. They'll have to move all the way around the edge here, even into the forest. And I'd had plenty of time to intercept them if they do that. What else is there to say? I mean, I would like the Austrians to join in the war against the Italians, but I think it might be best to actually have maybe one of my armies stationed here and one of my armies stationed here to go in kind of with them. Although I doubt they haven't been doing much against anyone really. They haven't done anything against Serbia. They haven't done anything against the Russians. So I don't know if it would even be worth it to bring them in, as it might just end up... The only thing it would do is really maybe relocate Italian troops away from me and to fight the Austrians, to kind of just distract them while I go in and have an easier time then eating up Italian territory. I've got so many of these that I even forgot to set up all of them. Censor the press. Administration cost, but repression in all regions. No, I should probably do some of these stuff. Engineering stuff. Probably, do I have small barracks? I should be building barracks So be able to upgrade this. Yeah, a lot of these are held back right now by the fact that I haven't. So trench warfare will be unlocked 7 turns, 1 turn mass production. I already have that. Mass mobilization, we've got that. So we're about 8 turns away to get the steel helmets getting in. We get the steel helmet, infantry, Jaegers, Alpenkorps, Imperial Marines, Rohr assault infantry, reservist rifle cavalry, railway guns, assault pioneers, field guns, Schutzentruppen, guard infantry, mountain guns, Finnish Jaegers, and so on. Also, heavy mortars could be pretty nice. It's a pretty good unit just of the amount of shells it's able to put out. Just like your mom. Let's see, what else is there? There was one... No, there isn't anything. I should just end turn and get things... Oh no, now I remember. We were talking about setting up trade. Oh no, I remember. I know. Oh yes, I remember. That's what I mean. What I remember now is that now with capturing Paris, we actually have a land route to the Spanish. Which means that yes, I can set up trade with Spain. Would you like it? Trade agreement with the German Empire. Yes, they would. Nice. Even though it's not a lot, it's something. It'll add to the coffers, so we'll make 679 in trade with the Kingdom of Spain. Very nice. But yeah, there's no more moves to make. Let's go ahead and end turn. It could be that we either have to fight another battle at Paris, or... I mean, certainly the Belgian rebels will attack, so... it's assured that the Belgian... If nothing else, the Belgians will cause a fight. But it could very well be that the French would attack the city, or they're being the AI and just running about all over the place. But it seems like they've switched focus from trying to attack Strasbourg to now go and recapture Paris. Yes, enough talking. Let's see some action. Let's go ahead and end turn. Right, so I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at my phone, but I'm pretty sure a few things that I could spot. Maybe talk about them afterwards. We're done with defeating the Belgians. So they outnumber us 3-1. But I do have the artillery advantage, and I think that's going to be key. It's been key before, and it's going to probably be a key here and there. Key, lots of keys all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and blow them to hell. So get on with it. As I am outnumbered 3-1 by the Belgian rebels, I have decided to take a position down in the right corner of the map, anchoring it on the exposed side, on the left side in this house. We also have the town to kind of break up any attempt at an attack. I guess cavalry could maybe get through at certain areas here, but I don't think that's going to be a huge risk. And then on the right side, this unit... Oh, did I not enable... I was doing the after video thing. Anyways, their angle of fire is, as you can see, all the way to the edge of the map here. That's his range. So if these cavalry units were to make an attack, they're actually stopping. Interesting. The Belgians are moving, the infantry is moving up in column. The cavalry seem to have stopped. Usually they go in first, die long before the infantry comes in, and you don't get that kind of combined attack. Interesting that they're stopped like that. They're not within range of artillery yet, so I'm not ready to blast them. But yeah, here we go, and so 4 units on the line on the front here. Pretty good, I'd say, and then artillery to blast them as they move up. As it takes quite a while for them, I should mention here that I've got a new merch design out. So my most popular one was the class of 1914, which is a German World War One skull design with wearing one of these Pickelhaube. That has been the most... Actually, might be better to look at the... You know what? I should just flash it on the screen. I have it, so... Flash the design there. So that one was the most popular one and the one that has been selling the most, so I decided to contact my artist to do another one. This time we're gonna go further down into the war with the class of 1916, the introduction of the German steel helmet. Sort of the time area around Verdun. Hopefully this one will be just as popular. Also, I should say the Anglo-Zulu one has been really popular as well. Those are the two main ones. If you have any ideas, then feel free to share them. I'm always looking for new ones, although the new ones have to pay for themselves first before I launch anything new. I think the enemy are within range now. We've talked enough about merchandise, me trying to sell you shit. I kind of want to wait until I can hit the mortars. Although it is, I mean, given that the fact that they're walking in column like this, which unit would be at angle? Would be at kind of the worst angle, or for them to fire on. Like if I concentrated fire here on this unit as he marches up, we'll hit him with the shrapnel. We'll give him one volley. I took out 40. I think that was just from one battery though. I don't think the other battery had time to fire, because it only looked like 4 shots. I'm guessing both of them. I guess both fired. Not as impressive as I thought I would, but I could definitely see how we easily would be able to whittle them down. Definitely not a great strategy here, but then again, it is just the Civic Guard, the kind of rebel units. Yes, there we go. Now we can open up fire. These are the units that I really want to try and destroy, because these are the ones that I think will do the most damage to my line. I'm not entirely sure also, just because I don't know how much damage they will be able to do to the house. Also at some point I'm hoping to switch position for these guys, so they end up along the wall here. I can go ahead and take part and fire at the enemy. Shrapnel usually works really well at these mortars. It's not working super well right now, but given enough time, we'll blast through these. Guess I should be more worried about these, because they're further out from my cannons, and they will kind of, when they come to start firing, they will kind of be in this area, which might protect them a little bit. This one's moving really slow through the woods. Ah, look at that. Now we've done quite significant damage on this one, taking out half of the mortars. And we've got, I was about to say similar result, but not really. 6 mortars left out of 8. Now this one's down to 3. The infantry units keep in the column. I wonder if this is some weird... what kind of weird formation this is, because if they keep in column all the way up to rifle range, I mean, we'll completely destroy this army. And also, why the cavalry has stopped and it's holding its position back there. We had a direct hit by an explosive shot right here, killing these. And now there's only 2 mortars left. Maybe I should concentrate more on this one. Make sure that we get rid of that one. Okay, the enemy's soon within rifle range. Oh, now it clicked in. Oh no, it's just this one for some reason that doesn't show. Why doesn't... Oh, there we go. I guess it was because of some of them was standing on top of it, but I'm not sure how that would affect anything. Right, they're just about to come within range. I'm guessing the mortar is soon gonna come within range as well. Really odd strategy on part of the enemy. Gonna start bombing them a little bit. The explosive shot isn't that accurate towards the mortars. Also not sure why they're holding their cavalry back. What the strategy is. Oh, are we firing rifles now? No. Soon though. Huh. Am I... Huh. Interesting. So they're just about to get into rifle range here. And then they they move into battle line. And now they're all moving. Now they're all running. This is impressive actually. That's what it is. Everyone moving in column, and then they switch to battle line.
Sir, our general is under
Yes,
attack.
yes. He is, but he isn't really, is he though? And they're doing a combined attack because now the cavalry is coming in as well. We are getting hit by a little mortar fire. I'm gonna continue to fire one there, but I do want to try and break down the cavalry. Interesting. This is how you should attack, with combine having the cavalry come in not long before the infantry, but at the same time. Although could have probably worked out a little bit better for them. I think the mortar is probably the thing that's done the most damage here. A little bit from the cavalry. This unit actually made it. But I say made it, like barely made it. 7 of them managed to get in. Okay, the mortars are gone. I want to see where are these mortars going to come in. Oh, and these cavalry is going to come from that side. Stay on the below. Stay in cover. We got the enemy closing in here. We got the cavalry coming in. Oh, now they're all moving forward. So they've been staying out here firing. Wait, are they they're moving for bayonet attack. Plus the cavalry coming in. Oh, switch position within the house. Get to this wall. Okay, these guys made it into the trench. I might actually want to hit the cavalry. Kind of holding out here. The bayonet attack was disabled. You know what? I wanna bayonet attack. I'm gonna attack on this side. Looks like they're pulling the troops on this side back. Destruction. Oh, I'm losing quite a bit of men on this fight here. But I was able to win through. Back to the line. Alright, these guys were cut down. What? You were so close. Why didn't you guys continue the attack? Although, maybe it's time to hit the mortars actually. But they're not, the mortars aren't really bombarding me, they're bombarding this area for some reason. Now hold your positions. for now. You guys bomb there, and you bomb this. Oh, mortar shots are starting to land close enough to the house. That's what I want. I want them along that wall. Good. It's almost like a creeping barrage of mortar fire. It's going that, and then to the house. Although creeping barrage should be done in front of your troops, not on top of them. The Belgians didn't really catch that memo, did they? I want to hit these guys before they get out of range. Then we'll continue fire on these. Keep firing. Not really getting him from that angle, are we? We're gonna have to attack their position anyways. I'm gonna move the troops out. Alright, really poor morale here. Although these guys are not gonna be the... Once the mortars are gone, the enemy is more or less done for. So I guess that's what I should be targeting. So far no damage to the house. And now this unit is broken. As we know where the mortar fire is landing, I can just walk around it. We're gonna advance on the enemy's position. I wonder why. Normally the AI has no problem at all throwing thousands of men into the slaughter. But for some reason they pulled back just when they actually had a chance of kind of being able to break through here. Ooh, how did I lose that many men here? Friendly fire from the house, maybe? Because if these units would have caused the friendly fire, then the deaths would have stacked up kind of around there, with which some did. Oh! I didn't even notice the enemy had given up. And there we have it. Victory. Unfortunately, quite a lot of them managed to survive. I'm not happy with almost 93 of these cavalry units surviving. I'm gonna go out, have to go out and chase them after this. Right, but there we have it. We dealt a stinging blow to the Belgians, and this will be most assuredly be the last time that they rise up against us. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I guess. His result of the battle. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill all of them, so out of 2,800 we killed 2,300, leaving 500 of them remaining, which is not that good. Of my force of 1,100 men, I lost 300, leaving 800 men, so the advantage definitely switched in our favor, and with the artillery, I mean, there's nothing really they can do. 3 infantry on top, followed by artillery and then infantry as we go along. I'm guessing that this one, that only lost 3, is the one in the house. Did the least damage. Then again, the enemy kind of pulled off. In the moment where they actually could have pushed through and actually caused quite a bit of damage, just there in the corner. It was my strongest area that we're putting most of the focus on that charge. But if they had gone through with all those units, they might have actually been able to, I mean, cut me down a lot more than what they did. But there we have it. Right, so we're back after that. The end turn is run through and Paris is being besieged. So next video I'm gonna have to break out of here. And we're not gaining that good of a... Ah, nice. Paris has fallen. The capital of France long long bastion of liberty and hope has been reduced to a crumbled ruin under the boots of the invader. Acquisition of petroleum. Good. Wait, I thought I will... Okay. We've got a new researcher. It's good. Actually, I might want to send him somewhere else, just in case. Workers on strike in France. Enemy raid. Letter of demand. Aquitaine. They broke down the village. Tons of troops being recruited. Buildings constructed, town markets. Farmer stall, shopping center in Berlin. And raid on the Suez Canal. The Ottomans are doing something, if only in fiction, but they are doing something. Gonna be continuing our march along here. And so on. Try to make it up here. Still quite a sizable force, but, I mean, no chance against my troops. Easy out-resolve. Bit unhappy, but I can... Oh, exempt them from tax. There's still 4. I only need some units to continue. That's enough. So 2 units and 2 cannons should be enough to send out whatever they stand, and we would be able to get that online. Then this force should be moving to over here. Same with these 4 units. Marching forward. Let's see what happened on the eastern front. Okay, so these dug in, but these looks to be moving around the edge of it. Italians are nowhere to be seen, so that's good. One thing that I noted, though, was that I saw the British Navy moving to kind of Chatham Docks kind of area. So I'm wondering if they'll finally kick into gear and launch an army somewhere along the coast. I'm hoping if they're gonna land, I hope they land along here somewhere, so that I have actually troops to meet them. It would be pretty darn nasty if they like landed a full stack here or somewhere around here, where I can't really protect. Did my trade ship? No, it's 1 turn away. I do have, if they try to come in here, I could fight them with these 2 ships, but I only have two against their whatever they have. They have lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Right. What it looks like is going to be a fight here to break out, and then we're going to head north. And then we're going to combine these forces, these forces, these forces, all combine, and then counterattack. That's hopefully the plan anyways. Would be nice to stop the trade here. Just get a cavalry unit right in and raid the port. Stop the trade to go through there. Cut away a little bit more of French trade. Stopping them from being able to trade. I guess now with this under siege, that has stopped the trade with Spain. Yeah, it's blocked. I don't know why they have to go through the road through Paris. Could definitely go through here to get to wherever. But no, they have to travel through Paris. Right, is there anything else I've got going on? Machine guns gonna come online pretty soon. Mass production 2 turns. Then I'll be able to get trench warfare doctrine, which allow me tons of new troop types, infantry, imperial marines, or we're introducing the steel helmet, just as I was talking about my designs, merch designs earlier of introducing the steel helmet. Then hopefully we should be able to do that as well pretty darn soon. Not the first ones though, as we've seen the Belgians. Some of the French, I think, have been seen with helmets already. So we won't be the first to introduce it, but we'll definitely have the best helmet compared to flimsy French one. That's the only one we've seen so far, since the British haven't made an entrance onto the scene as of yet. With all of this said, though, I think it's high time to end the episode, break our next video, and then hopefully retreat to the north, recover, and then counterattack and completely crush them. With that said, though, I say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.